Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race preview on the Saturday meeting here at Bangalore. The Cape Dance Plate coming up. Distance is 1100 for maiden horses. 3 years old only. And we start off with number 1, BLACKHAWK. This horse was gracing the wrong end of the field was BLACKHAWK, in the colors of red with royal blue. Horseshoe was BLACKHAWK. Both occasions ran 9th. No form to go by is BLACKHAWK. West Virginia to Superb is number 1, BLACKHAWK. 2 will be Ruler of Nation. Ruler of Nation was hugging the rails, and the winner there was Corona del Corsa, whereas Ruler of Nation was in that back bunch and faded out to end up finishing on 9th out of 10 runners. Corona del Corsa won on this occasion, and won very well was Corona del Corsa, whereas this horse ran just beating 1 home. 3 will be Scotcher. Scotcher finished 7th, been produced about 4-5 wide off the fence. KARADENIZ was the winner of this race. Won extremely well on that occasion is KARADENIZ. Look at the ease at which KARADENIZ won, whereas Scotcher was in that back bunch, second last in fact, and ended up finishing on there itself. 7th out of 8 runners. KARADENIZ the winners. For tongue strap, him out of No Fair Peaking is number 3, Scotcher. 4 will be Silent Guardian, who ran 6th. The Hunt for Gold was the winner. This is the Mumbai runner. Looking at race number 131, was very prominently positioned, was Silent Guardian, and then fell back gradually to end up finishing on 6th in fact on this outing. Hunt for Gold was the winner of this race, and previously ran 2nd here in Bangalore behind Malwa, just about 1 3/4 separating the first 2 runners on that occasion, whereas in Mumbai ran 6th race. Putting tongue strap is number 4, Silent Guardian. 5 will be Ideological, who ran 8th as Ideological. Well, this horse has been produced. The widest of all was Ideological, with a couple of runners pretty widely spread out, well connected, won very well on this occasion, whereas Ideological ended up in the ruck. Previously 7th being Warhammer, and 8th on this outing has been meeting some good company, and Ideological ran 8th on Blinkers tongue strap. Well, we move on to number 7, Love Music. Love Music was the one who ran 7th on this outing. Lightning Strike was the winner of this race, and Love Music is out of Dean's Kitten, out of Mini Cooper, is finishing on 7th on this outing. Tongue strap is Love Music. Woody comes in next. Yet another back marker as Woody. Star appearance, one with plenty of ease as a star appearance. Whereas this horse, Woody, finished on 10th. Previously 4th behind NA's. Much was expected of a good performance coming in from Woody. On that occasion ran 4th, but in this occasion ran 10th out of 11 runners as Woody. There is a stern opinion at Shalwood. The second race is the Malanahalli Plate. Distance is 1600. Forces rated 0 to 20. We have a look at number 1, Apollo Bay, who ran 7th. WINX was the winner of this race. And Sultana, on the other hand, well, finished on 6th on the starting, was last, in fact, and finished on 6th. The WINX, the eventual winner in this race. So, in fact, they have 4 runners coming up with String of Pearls, led the field for almost till the dying moments, and then got beat by WINX on this outing. But let's have a look at Apollo Bay's credential. Ran a poor race, was a fancied runner, and ran off the frame, finishing 7th out of 8 runners. Just beat 1 home in this race was Apollo Base from Blinkers Tungster Crosses Band, rated at 20. Number 5 on the other hand, Sultana, finished on 6th out of 8 runners. Just beat 2 homes from Tungster, rated at 14. Number 7, WINX was the eventual winner, won by half a length, and Stringer Pulse did run a mighty race on this outing, finishing on a fine 2nd on this outing is Stringer Pulse for Blinkers Tungster Crosses Band, rated at 5. 2 will be Sri Lakshmi. Sri Lakshmi ended up in the ruck, is Sri Lakshmi literally struggling in that back bunch, and ended up finishing on 6th out of 9 runners is Sri Lakshmi. Sweating Basket by Toad, rated at 20 is number 2, Sri Lakshmi. 3 will be Scarlet Princess, who ran 2nd. Shivalik Kiss was the winner of this race, and Scarlet Princess has been running some game races where Shivalik Kiss literally blew the field off, whereas the Scarlet Princess ran 3rd behind Camila, and in this occasion 2nd out of 9 runners behind Shivalik Kiss. Both the times in the money on in Bangalore Summer. Scarlet Princess for tongue stop, rated at 19. 4 will be ALEEF, and number 6 coming up will be Smile of Joy. These are the 2 runners. Smile of Joy finished on 4th in the striking position, and ended up finishing on 4th on this outing. Is this saw Smile of Joy. After that, bad run coming in from Smile of Joy behind 8th behind Constantinople in this occasion, 4th behind Track Strikers from Tungstar rated at 13. ALEEF was the one who ran 5th behind the High Speed in this occasion, ran 6th out of 8 runners behind Track Strikers from Side Chickpeas rated at 14. The third race is the Paddy Week Plate. Distance is 1600 for median in horses 3 years old only. We have a look at Gazeba Talk, who finished on 10th. Cosmic Ray was the winner. Gazeba Talk was the one which was running last, and Sir Supremo was in that mid pack and ran third. Streaming Gold in that back bunch finished 7th. Cosmic Ray was the winner of this race. But let's have a look at the first runner coming up for scrutiny. Will be Gazeba Talk. Ran a pathetic race in his opening outing, finishing on 10th out of 10 runners was Gazeba Talk, sporting tongue strap, whereas number 5 Sir Supremo finished on third. Pretty consistent right throughout in winter as well as here in summer. Ran third out of 10 runners is Sir Supremo from tongue strap, rated at 45 is Sir Supremo. And we also have a look at the other runner in this race is number 7 Streaming Gold, finished on 7th out of 10 runners, 9th for most part of the journey, ran 7th ultimately from tongue strap, and cross nose band is number 7 Streaming Gold. Multi-dimensional of Abs Fabs is number 7 Streaming Gold, beautifully bred horse. 2 will be Night Templar, and number 3 Mighty Red, who has been produced on the outside, who ran 6th. Mega Icon was the winner of this race. Let's have a look at the first runner, Night Templar. Night Templar was the one in the silks of red with white sleeves. His red is Night Templar. Came and ran 2nd out of 9 runners behind Mega Icon. Won very fluently on this outing is Mega Icon, whereas the other runner, that's number 3 Mighty Red, finished on 6th out of 9 runners in his opening outing is Mighty Red. Dean's Kitten out of Luna Love is number 3 Mighty Red. OZARK, who ran 7th, Mel Connected, is the winner of this race. And we have a look at OZARK's credential. Is that a watch the script out of Jack and the Cat is OZARK, who's had a couple of outings, ran 7th out of 12 runners. Second for most for journey, dropped back to run 7th is OZARK here in summer, but once 4th in winter behind Warhammer is OZARK's one blinkers tongue strap, rated at 25. Speaking of stars, comes up next is Speaking of Stars, who ran 5th out of 14 runners. Is that a speaking of which, out of Star Supremacy is number 6 is Speaking of Stars. Race number 129, winter run you're looking at, finished on 5th out of 14 runners. Indian Emperor was the winner of this race. From tongue strap and hood is number 6 Speaking of Stars. 8 will be TENNO Show. TENNO Show was the one who ran 4th late. Light Bringer is number 8, TENNO Show, one outing and finished on 4th out of 10 runners, 5th for most part of the journey, and ultimately ran 4th on this outing is TENNO Show. Phoenix Star out of Namibia is number 8, TENNO Show's from blinkers and tongue strap. 9 will be AQABA. AQABA ran 11th. KIRKWOOD was the winner of this race out of A Support out of Auberge is number 9. AQABA ran 11th out of 11 runners. Pretty bad run coming in from AQABA, finishing on last on this outing here in summer. Race number 53, 11th out of 11 runners from tongue strap. 10 will be Heavenly Angel. Heavenly Angel ran 3rd, being produced about 4 wide off the fence was Heavenly Angel. Did run, come and finish on 3rd on this outing is Heavenly Angel. There are Arazan out of Star Angel. Race number 199 you're looking at, Bangalore winter run. The winner being KARADENIZ won very fluently, whereas Heavenly Angel ran 3rd out of 8 runners on this occasion. Sainthood comes up next. Number 11 in the car is Sainthood, who finished on 8th. Exclusive Mandate. This is the winter run you're looking at of Exclusive Mandate. And Sainthood was the one who ran 8th out of 10 runners. Pacified, putting Pacified blinkers. Is that a Chinese Whisper out of Opera Bridge is number 11 Sainthood. Just one outing in winter and ran ending up in that pack punch, just beating 2 home in this race is number 11 Sainthood. The 4th race is the V. Venugopal Naidu Memorial Trophy. Distance is 1400. Forces rated 45 to 65. We have a look at number 1 Into the Groove. Ran 2nd. Blue Moon, the winner. Snowdawn, on the other hand, ran 8th. After running a forward race, fell back to run 8th on the starting. Midnight Dream ran 10th. Number 6 in the card was Midnight Dream. Race number 10 you're looking at. But let's have a look at Into the Groove's credentials. Still having the slender lead. Erika Legend was the one who came and joined up on the outside. And Blue Moon was the one who fought out the issue and ultimately Blue Moon was the one who ended up winning this race, and Into the Groove was the one who flashed onto the scene and ultimately ran second on this riding. Lives to fight another race from Blinkers Tungstrap rate 51, whereas number 3 Snowdown, after running fourth, fell back gradually and ended up 8th from Tungstrap rated at 59. And we also have a look at number 6 Midnight Dream, ran a poor race, finishing 10th out of 12 runners. We have a look at number 2 Angelino. This is the Calcutta run where Angelino ran 4th out of 8 runners behind Adjudicate, the invitation winner. Adjudicate won very impressively on that occasion by a margin of 9 1/4 lengths. Angelino could only finish on 4th in the Calcutta Derbies when Tungstrap Crossnose Band rated at 80 is number 2 Angelino. In fact, rated at 60, in fact, is number 2 Angelino. Well, 4 will be Nikandros. Nikandros ran 8th. Brooklyn Supreme was the winner of was the one who ran 5th. Set to Win was the winner of this race. Angling for his run is Set to Win. And emerged victorious was set to win with good time indeed. Was the one who led the pack for most part of the journey, and Set to Win got that rails run to come and emerge victorious, whereas Nikandros ran 8th out of 12 runners when Tungstrap rate 57. And we also have a look at number 8 Brooklyn Supreme, finished on 5th after that. 11th behind Blue Moon is Brooklyn Supreme, running blinkers rated at 51. 5 will be Blazer, who ended up 10th. Warhammer was the winner of this race, and Blazer with Agni running 7th on this occasion, ran a forward race and ended up finishing 7th was Agni. There you can see it up there in front. Came at one point to that fighting line and looked like he would come and, past the front runner, but Agni ran out of steam in the all-important time and ended up finishing on 7th on this outing, whereas Blazer finished on 10th out of 10 runners. Last in this routing is Blazer. Lucifer Sam at a 1 track minus for Tungstrap rate 56, whereas Agni is one blinkers Tungstrap rated at 51. Welcome back to the day's feature in the running of the Stewards Cup. Distance 1200 forces rated 60 and above. We have a look at the first runner coming up. We number 1 Rum Runner. Well, Rum Runner ran 8th. Watch My Script was the winner of this race. In fact, She's My Script was the one was the eventual winner in this race, and She's My Script came with a lightning run on the outside to come and emerge victorious, whereas Rum Runner was the one who ran 8th out of 8 runners. Last on the starting, previously 9th behind Naughty Ash, and in this occasion 8th out of 8 runners rated at 75 from blinkers. Tungstrap 2 will be Regal Music, and number 4 Fireglow are the next 2 runners. Well, Fireglow ran 7th. Courage was the winner of this race, and Regal Music was the one who ran 9th out of 9 runners. In Courage's wins from Tungstrap rated at 74. 4 Fireglow was the one who ran 7th out of 9 runners. Is out of Phoenix Star out of Attune is number 4 Fireglow. Blinkers Tungstrap rated at 71. 3 will be Erika Legend. That's the next runner coming up, where you have it Courage coming and emerging victorious, whereas these 2 runners, Regal Music and Fireglow, ended up in the rock. Erika Legend, the winner of this race. Race number 32 is the one which is in question, and Erika Legend emerged victorious to win by a margin of 4 lengths. In this occasion is Erika Legend, and won very well on this outing, beating Sitara is Erika Legend. After that, 3rd being Blue Moon, when Tungstrap Crossnose Band rated at 73. Heidi's Folly, the eventual winner in this race is Heidi's Folly. Had that sizable lead of almost 4 lengths in front was Heidi's Folly, and ended up winning by a margin of 3 3/4 lengths. Was knocking at the door and emerged victorious. This is the winter run looking at of Heidi's Folly from Tungstrap rated at 71. 6 will be Spirituous. Spirituous is an absolute rousing form, having won his back-to-back wins this summer as Spirituous, and in this occasion came alongside the front runner and nailed down Castaway by a margin of a long neck was Spirituous. Gas war out of. We have a look at the next 2 runners. That's Louisiana, who has been produced on the wide outside on the top of your screen, and also coming up for scrutiny will be Maneuver Rose, the eventual winner in this race, race number 26, where Maneuver Rose in a start-to-finish attempt held on and won by a margin of 2.5 lengths was Maneuver Rose. At a Western Aristocrat of Treasure Toe is Maneuver Rose from Tungstrap Crossnose Band rated at 62. Louisiana was the one who came in far too late to come and end up finishing on 2nd on the starting, and is rated at 67 from Tungstrap, and Crossnose Band is number 7. The 6th race is the Caminito Plate. About distance about is 1800 meters. Horses rated 30 to 54 years old and over. And we have a look at the first runner coming up. Will be number 1, Velocitat, the eventual one who came and finished on second on the starting. Spirit Bruce, the winner of this race. But let's have a look at Velocitat. Was being produced about 5 wide off the fence, getting into the rhythm on the outside. Did come and finish on a fine second. Nose was the verdict between the first 2 runners, between Spirit Bruce and Velocitat. Did run a mighty race. Putting blinkers, tungster, crossnose band rated at 47. 2 will be Cosmos, the eventual winner in this race. Race number 21 is the one which we are looking at. After that second behind Foyet Amor in winter, came and finished on as an eventual winner, beating another rainbow is Cosmos. But when by a comfortable margin of 4.5 lengths is Cosmos from tungster crosses band 845. 3 will be Foyamore. Foyamore, the one who ran second on this outing, where the winner there was a star appearance, and Foyamore was chasing the front runner. It did end up finishing on second on this outing. After the third in behind Aeolus in winter, ended up finishing on second behind star appearance from blinkers rated at 42. 4 will be Prince Charmer, the eventual winner in this race. Race number 23 or the mile trip. Prince Charmer, the one which is waiting to launch an assault, came alongside, did take over the running, and won by a margin of 3.25 lengths, beating Mohican is Prince Charmers from tungster passive blinkers rated at 42. 5 will be Camila. The eventual winner in this race was Camila. Well, traveled about 4 wide off the fence. Was Camila just given a tap or so, and ended up eventually winning by a margin of 1.5 length, beating Duxton is Camila. This is the current summer run you're looking at, rated at 41 is number 5, Camila. Next will be Charmed Life. This horse ran third. Orinda was the winner over that 1400 meter trip. Race number 42. Now been switched on the inside was Charmed Life, and did come and finish on third on this outing. Race number 42 is the one after running fourth for most part of the journey. Orinda was the one who came and won on this occasion by a margin of a shorted, whereas Charmed Life ran third. Incitatus, the winner of this race was Incitatus, race number 44, and Incitatus was the one who was waiting to pounce on the front runner, and Incitatus came and eventually won by a margin of 3.25 lengths, beating Amazing Angel was in the Incitatus, and Amazing Angel came in far too late to finish on second on this outing, 3.25 lengths separating the first. Incitatus, the winner, rated at 37. The last race is the Honey Day Plate. The distance is 1400. We have a look at the first runner coming up will be number 1, Musterian. Musterian ran fourth. Wizard of Stocks was the winner of this race, and Musterian now third at this stage, and now being shifted on the inside was Musterian, came and ran fourth on this outing. After that second derby, an Animal Queen, well, finished on fourth out of 10 runners. Wizard of Stocks was the winner, sporting crossnose band rated at 32. The margin between the first runner and the second runner was 4 lengths, and Musterian ended up finishing on fourth on the outing. Dean Skidden out of Golda Seek is number 1, Musterian. And we have a look at 2, James Bond. James Bond was the one who ran 7th out of 8 runners. Princess Charmer ended up winning this race, whereas James Bond ran 7th. As for tongue strap side chick piece rated at 27. 3 will be Eco-Friendly. Eco-Friendly finished 10th. The Lightning Bolt, the winner of this race, and was last, in fact, is Eco-Friendly. Zara Sedgefield out of Friendly is the number 3, Eco-Friendly. All the 3 occasions has 3 outings and all his 3 runs finishing on 10th. That's some the story of Eco-Friendly's from Blinkers tongue strap rated at 25. 4 will be Admirable. Admirable was the one who ran 7th. Land of Liberty was the winner of this race, and Admirable was the one who was almost in that mid-pack. This horse ended up finishing on 7th on this outing. After that second behind Princess Pride. Long neck separating the first 2 runners. This horse ran 7th behind Land of Liberty, 3.25 separating the first 2 runners. The winner being Land of Liberty, and this is the winter run looking as from Blinkers tongue strap rate 23. 5 will be Adventurer. Well, Adventurer was the one who was being produced about 5-6 wide off the fence and ran, ending up finishing on 3rd on this outing as Adventurer from tongue strap rated at 23. The winner being Starry Grad. Watch the script of Midnight Melody is number 5, Adventurer. Chantel ran 9th. Cosmic Ray was the winner of this race. Race number 16. That 10 furlong trip. Chantel was the one who is at the Borenda proof of Tereshikina is number 6. Chantel, well as that 2 fourths in winter, and in this occasion ran a poor race, finishing on 9th out of 10 runners. 8th for most for a journey and ran 9th out of 10 runners with Chantel. Cosmic Ray was the winners for Blinkers tongue strap rated at 23. 7 is Reverberating. Reverberating ran 10th. Star Man was the winner. Well, this horse was gracing the wrong end of the field, was Reverberating, and ended up in that back bunch, just beating one home in this race. Is Reverberating. Arabian Gulf for another time is number 7, Reverberating. Race number 30 is the current season run, where Reverberating ran, ended up finishing on 10th, spotting blinkers, tungsten crossnose band, rated at 22. 8 will be Snow Queen. Snow Queen finished 10th. Teorico was the winner of this race, and that mid-pack was the Snow Queen is at the Borenda Purufuda's Secret Summaries is number 8, Snow Queen, beautifully bred horse, but ended up on his first occasion 10th out of 12 runners. Teorico was the winner. This is race number 29, current summer season run, rated at 29, rated at 22 for blinkers and tongue strap as number 8, Snow Queen. 9 will be Speedster. Speedster finished 6th. Animal Queen was the winner of this race. The grey, you cannot miss it, being produced about 5 wide off the fence, and ended up finishing on in the 6th position, ultimately 11th behind Star Appearance. Subsequently ran 6th in his next run outing, and in this occasion 6th out of 10 runners behind Animal Queen is number 9 Speedster, rated at 22. 10 will be Darashini, the eventual winner in this race, waiting to launch an assault as Darashini, well, in the 3rd position, came alongside the leader and ended up eventually winning this race by a margin of 1.25 lengths, beating Chula Vista is number 10 Darashini, rated at 21. Spun tongue strap is number 10 Darashini. Total gallery Rashid. Number 11 will be John Snow, was gracing the wrong end of the field. Race number 21, current season run. You're looking at that 1400 meter trip was, in fact, in the second last position was John Snow. Is out of Night Store, out of Tuxedo, is number 11, John Snow. Ran 11th on the starting. After that, twice 4th in last summer, but hasn't shown any form at all in his subsequent outings. Ran twice in Mysore season and finished 5th on the first outing, with 10th in his next outing. In his winter run, just one outing, finished 9th in Treasure Delight, and 11th out of 12 runners been Cosmos. To John Snow, rated at 21 spun tongue strap. And the last runner for the day will be number 12 Nayab, who finished 6th. Kashmir was the winner of this race, and Nayab was the one who traveled about 6-7 wide off the fence, was catching up the front runner, but ended up finishing on 6th out of 10 runners is Nayab. The winner being Kashmir, tongue strap, rated at 20. So that's on the pre of today's races. With Johnny tomorrow. Until then, thank you from all of us.